Request Ms. Kalpana Chaudhary, co-chairperson ASOCHAM Jharkhand Women Entrepreneur Development Council and founder Social Cable. She is a social worker by profession. She is chairperson of Jan Seva Foundation, chairperson of World Kabaddi League, and represents India at United Nations. She is the recipient of numerous prestigious awards like Karamveer Puraskar, World Congress CSR Congress Awards, World Diversity and Global Achievement Awards, and many more. The best policies are made when we are listening to the people who are going to be impacted. It's my honor to request and invite Ms. Chaudhary to talk about role of women in policy making. Over to you, Ms. Chaudhary.
Thank you so much. Namaskar to everyone. An ancient saying is, when a man is educated, he grows. But when women is educated, the society grows. I'm delighted to be part of this knowledge management virtual women empowerment series, and I thank ASOCHAM for providing me this opportunity to present among the successful women of our era, setting milestones for the present and upcoming generation. So the question is, women in policy making. Women are integral part of Indian history and culture, right from Hindu mythology to India's struggle for independence to being the fastest growing economy of the world. Women have played very strong and decisive role in shaping narratives across this capacity. To start with, I will be talking about the current state of or position or status of women in India's policy making. India has only 11.8% of its member of parliament as women and is placed at 147th position among 193 countries all over the world. Countries like Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Kenya, and South Sudan boast of a greater percentage of women representative in their parliament by if compared to other countries, or sorry, our country. Now, does that gives women an equal say in the policy making? No. It's not like the government has not taken any step or measures to improve the situation, but the process is very slow. That the changes seems to be implemented gradually. Though the Parliament of India has a committee, allow me a moment. Though the Parliament of India has a committee for women empowerment of women, it is not much more than a tokenism. The committee has a limited mandate and hardly goes beyond filling standard reports suggesting minor improvement or to existing women welfare programs. Secondly, if you're aware of it, Section 149 of the Companies Act requires women to be included in the board of directors of company. However, I read in an article that only 12% of boards are filled with the women representative. The private sectors is ripped with gender bias, including allegation of a culture of sexual harassment and silence around it. Only a strong women leaders can empower women working in private labor markets, and therefore the private sector, including non-profit organization, must introspect about the lack of gender parity at the leadership level. Every passing year on the International Women's Day, there's a renewed call to legislate the women representative bill to enable election of women in legislative assemblies and parliament. Such calls with no serious motive suggest that India has failed to address the role of gender in policy making. In spite of efforts to increase the number of women representative in local governance, successive governments have done little to build capacity or provide support system to ensure the fulfillment of core objectives of increased gender participation. What I believe that must be done is that the National Commission for Women, a statutory body that plays an advisory role to the government of India, must expand to include women from the development sector, private sector, and various regions of the country. It must function a truly representative apex body for all the issues related to gender parity. The National Commission of Women must also work to recommend adoption of gender sensitive laws and take the lead on studying international best practice. We all know that any society that fails to harness the energy and creative of its women is at a huge disadvantage in the modern world. I just have one thing to say to all the women out there: your power is your radical self. Find it. Thank you.